Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and share your comments about the exciting end of the story. Gods among us. Let the story begin. The research station floated silently above Omicron 9, a lonely sentinel among twinkling stars. Dr. Emily Carter stood at the viewport, her eyes tracing constellations she had come to know well. She was lost in thought, pondering the mysteries of the artifact they had recovered. "This thing is ancient," Raj Patel muttered, his brow furrowing as he studied the inscriptions. "We've never seen anything like it." AD's voice chimed in over the comms. "Dr. Carter, Commander Zhang requests your presence in the operations room." Emily sighed, pushing away her unease. She nodded to Raj. "Keep at it. I'll be back shortly." In the brightly lit operations room, Commander Liu Zhang stood tall, his face a mask of concern. "We're picking up strange energy readings," he said, pointing to a holomap. "Right here from the artifact." Emily's mind raced. "Do we know what it means?" Liu shook his head. "No, but we need answers. Fast." Back in the lab, Raj's eyes lit up as he deciphered a portion of the script. "Emily, I think this is some kind of initiation sequence." Emily held her breath. Curiosity and dread mingled in her chest. Initiated. Raj's fingers danced over the console. Lights dimmed, and the artifact hummed with life. Engines roared to life, and the station shuddered. A pulse of energy spread, touching the minds of everyone aboard. Emily gasped. Vivid images of foreign stars and alien structures flooded her vision. Raj stumbled back, eyes wide. "What have we done?" Emily's heart pounded. "We've opened a door we can't close." The corridors of the research station were alive with a sense of urgency. Emily strode towards the command center, her mind spinning with questions. ADA's voice was calm but firm. "Dr. Carter, energy anomalies have been detected across multiple systems." Dr. Patel ran up beside her, breathless. "Emily, the artifact! It's doing more than we anticipated." She shot him a questioning glance. "What do you mean?" It's reaching out," Raj said, his voice tinged with awe and fear. "I think it's communicating." Inside the command center, Liu Zhang was directing his team with sharp commands. "Get those shields stabilized. ADA, reroute auxiliary power." Emily entered, and Liu's gaze locked onto hers. "We're under attack, aren't we?" "Not directly," Emily replied, "but something is definitely coming. The artifact awakened something." The lights flickered, casting eerie shadows. Crew members whispered about strange dreams and ghostly figures. "Emily," Raj called, pointing at a screen displaying an incoming object. "That's not one of ours." A sleek obsidian vessel appeared, dwarfing the station. Its design was like nothing they had encountered before. Emily squinted at the approaching ship. "Olympians," she whispered, recalling the vision. Liu's jaw tightened. "Prepare defenses." Suddenly, the station's AI blared a warning. "Unidentified vessels are docking." Emily's heart raced. "Raj, we have to find out what the artifact is saying. Maybe it's our only hope." In the lab, Raj and Emily worked feverishly, decoding more symbols. "It's a beacon," Raj realized, his face pale. "We called them here." "Then we must find a way to stop them," Emily said resolutely. The door hissed open and Adia's holographic avatar appeared. "Incoming boarders. We must act now." Emily looked at Raj, determination burning in her eyes. "Let's finish this before they break through." Emily and Raj were deep in their work when the first explosion rocked the station. Metal groaned and klaxons blared. Emily's eyes widened. "They're here," she whispered. Liu's voice came over the comms, strained but controlled. "We need all hands on deck. They've breached the outer hull." "Raj, we have to decrypt this now," Emily said, her voice tight with urgency. Raj nodded, his fingers moving furiously over the console. "I'm close. There's a sequence here. It might help us communicate or even control the artifact." Outside the lab, the hum of alien machinery and the clash of weapons grew louder. Emily's heart pounded. She could hear Liu's shouts and the crackle of energy weapons. A panel slid open beside Raj, revealing a hidden compartment. "Look, a control interface!" he exclaimed. "Keep going," Emily urged, focusing on the console. "We don't have much time." In the command center, Liu coordinated defensive efforts, his expression grim. "Hold the line," he ordered, his eyes never leaving the tactical map. Emily felt a sudden rush of thoughts, images of the Olympians' conquest flooding her mind. Raj, I'm seeing more. The artifact, it's showing me their history, their plans. Raj's eyes widened. We're too late. The lab door burst open and Olympian soldiers stepped in, their silhouettes towering and imposing. Emily held her breath, feeling a strange connection with the artifact. It pulsed, as if sensing her fear and determination. General Zeno strode forward, his presence commanding. You meddled with forces beyond your comprehension, he said, his voice echoing in their minds. Emily met his gaze, her hands steady on the controls. This isn't over. With a final command, she activated the artifact. A surge of energy erupted, enveloping the chamber in a blinding light. She felt her consciousness merge with the artifact's power, her mind opening to new possibilities. Xenos staggered, momentarily off balance. What have you done? He roared. Emily's voice was calm and resolute. We woke the gods, and now we will defy them. Energy swirled around Emily as she stood with newfound confidence. The artifact's power coursed through her veins, amplifying her senses. General Zeno straightened, fury and determination etched on his face. You have no idea of the forces you're dealing with, Zeno snarled, his eyes glowing with a menacing light. Emily felt the artifact respond to her thoughts. She raised her hand, creating a barrier of shimmering energy between them. We may be outnumbered, but we're not helpless, she replied, her voice steady. Raj watched, awestruck. Emily, how are you doing this? I don't fully understand, she admitted, but we'll use whatever edge we have. Xenos lunged forward, a spear of crackling energy forming in his hand. Emily's reflexes, heightened by the artifact, allowed her to deflect the attack. Sparks flew, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Commander Zhang's voice came over the intercom, tense but hopeful. Emily, whatever you're doing, it's affecting their ships. Keep it up! The mental strain was immense, but Emily fought to stay focused. She projected a wave of energy towards Xenos, aiming to disrupt his control. He staggered, showing a flicker of doubt. You are strong, Xenos admitted, but strength alone is not enough. Emily gritted her teeth. Raj, can you stabilize the energy flow? I need every ounce of power we can get. Raj nodded, his hands working deftly at the console. I'm on it. Just hold him off a bit longer. Xenos reformed his spear and advanced, eyes blazing. Your defiance is futile. Emily drew on the artifact's deep well of energy, creating complex patterns of force to counter his strikes. Even as Xenos pushed harder, she sensed his frustration growing. Finally, Raj shouted, It's done! The flow is steady! Emily felt a monumental surge of power. She focused it into a single point, directing it towards Xenos with all her might. The beam struck him, illuminating the chamber in a brilliant flash. Xenos cried out, momentarily overwhelmed. His form flickered, and the soldiers behind him faltered. The connection between them weakened. Emily took a deep breath, determination burning in her eyes. This is our station, and we will defend it. With a final, focused push, she expelled Xenos and his troops from the lab, forcing them back into the corridors. The artifact dimmed, its energy settling, but Emily knew the fight wasn't over. She exchanged a determined glance with Raj. We have a chance, she said, her voice steady. Let's make it count. The station was quiet, but tension lingered in the air. Emily stood with Raj in the command center, surrounded by flickering screens showing retreating Olympian ships. They shared a look of cautious hope. Ada, Emily called, her voice steady but soft. Status report. Ada's holographic avatar appeared, her calm demeanor providing some comfort. Shields are holding, and Olympian vessels are retreating from our sector. Lou entered, his uniform covered in scorch marks, but his spirit unbroken. You did it, Emily, he said, his voice filled with gratitude. We bought ourselves some time. Emily nodded, her mind already racing with the next steps. We need to understand more about this artifact. It's our best defense. Raj stepped closer, the complexity of their recent victory apparent in his eyes. Emily, your connection with it, you're the key. We need to uncover everything it knows. Emily's heart felt heavy but resolute. I'll do whatever it takes. The crew started to rebuild, each member working tirelessly to restore order and reinforce defenses. Emily spent hours meditating with the artifact, seeking answers in the depths of her mind. Visions of ancient civilizations and endless starfields filled her senses, each one a whisper of forgotten knowledge. One evening, as Emily sat alone with the artifact, ADA's voice broke her silence. "Dr. Carter, I've detected unusual energy signatures in nearby systems. They match the artifact's pattern." Emily's eyes widened. "We're not alone. Other devices like this must be out there." The command center buzzed with activity as Emily relayed her findings. Lou looked thoughtful. "If we find these artifacts, we could turn them into powerful allies, or prevent them from falling into enemy hands." Raj added, "But each one could also pose its own risks. We have to be careful." Emily felt a surge of determination. "We'll form exploration teams, locate these artifacts, learn from them, stay ahead of the Olympians." The crew prepared for new missions, their resolve hardened by recent trials. Emily glanced at Raj and Lou, a sense of unity enveloping them. "We've faced the gods and lived," she said, her voice unwavering. "Whatever comes next, we'll be ready." As the station hummed with renewed purpose, Emily felt a deep connection with her crew and the vast expanse beyond. They had defended their home, but their journey was just beginning. With the strength they had discovered within themselves, they would face whatever challenges the universe held, guided by the knowledge that humanity's spirit could never be extinguished.